Okay, this is a special countries show generosity and helping hands. I want to make this short video to acknowledge the countries who offered help beyond their borders and in an effort to spread their culture, humanity, and goodwill. If your country was not on this list, feel free to forward me an email at loyalworldinfo@gmail.com, and I will include it in the next generosity update. In order to qualify, a country must donate goods, services, or deeds. Money doesn't count. Because as a child and growing up, I loved seeing companies do well, but most times they did that for PR. Sometimes famous people would do it, but they would do it for publicity and to sell a movie or something. Other times they did it out of the generosity of their heart. So I wanted to share this video of things I saw within this last week or so. Myanmar citizens give up power subsidy to aid the COVID-19 fight. A government initiative to encourage people to stay at home amid the COVID-19 outbreak by helping them pay their power bill has prompted a heartening response from the Myanmar public. To show their appreciation, many people are choosing to donate the amount they would have saved on electricity to the government to help fund the fight against the virus. Putting aside your personal benefit to help a stranger in need. Indonesia obtains 300 disinfectant sprayers from South Korea. South Korean ambassador to Indonesia, Kim Cha-boon, symbolically handed over the humanitarian aid to Hamshit, General Secretary of the National Disaster Mitigation Agency, as a coordinator of the COVID-19 response task force in Indonesia, at the BNPB building in Jakarta on Wednesday. When the world turns its back on you in fear, you walk forward and still help those in need. In Naples, solidarity food baskets abound as pandemic bites. Angelo Pincon lowers a wicker basket full of food to the ground on a rope. Leaning over his rustic balcony, burn it with pot plants. If you can put something in, if you can't, take something out. Pinko, a Naples street artist, merely holders to beat some passerby in the alleyway below. In the dire times, you see people show their true warmth and caring for the people and the country they love dearly. Taiwan, to donate 10 million face masks to new southbound policy countries. On April 1st, MOFA said they would supply 2 million masks to the U.S., 7 million to the European countries, and 1 million to the diplomatic allies in order to help the local medical staff. A second wave of masks will go to the nations covered by Taiwan's new southbound policy. Even when our neighbors and the world won't acknowledge our existence, we will spread our warmth from the shadows. Vietnam donates 550,000 masks to 5 European countries hit hard by the coronavirus. Hanoi, Vietnam plans to donate 550,000 made antibacterial face masks to the UK, France, Germany, Italy, and Spain. 5 European countries hit hardest by the COVID-19 pandemic, who are suffering from the critical shortage of medical supplies. In addition, Vietnamese businesses donates 2,000 ventilators for the bug fight. In Vietnam, our friendship, smiles, and warmth can be tested, but never broken. Singapore donates 40,000 COVID-19 test kits to the Philippines. Manila, Philippines. Singapore has donated 40,000 coronavirus disease test kits and 2 ventilators to the Philippines in a bid to support its fight against the rising number of infections. Language, oceans, and borders do not stop us from being the best citizens we can be. Malaysia-based football player Kapal Sharan donates to Naples. A Malaysian-based Liberian striker, Khan Sharan, became the latest footballer to join the fight against the virus by making donations to the National Public Health Institute of Liberia. Also, a Malaysian Queen donates 100 beds to Suji Buha Hospital, 52 Kuala Lumpur Hospital. In Malaysia, it doesn't matter if you're young, old, a nobody, or a queen. Everyone can make a difference. Honda, Thailand, donates 100 negative pressure beds to local hospitals. The Honda Thailand Foundation have committed a sum of 40 million Thai baht to support 48 hospitals around Thailand to fight the bug-19 virus pandemic. Comradery among family, citizens, and nations. If you trip and fall, we will pick you back up. Remember, if your country was not on this list, feel free to forward me an email at loyalworldinfo@gmail.com, and I will include it in the next Generosity update. In order to qualify, a country must donate goods, services, or deeds. Money doesn't count.